Cutting across to the state of Uttar Pradesh, where the late leader, the tall leader, Mulayam Singh Yadav, and his mortal remains are being carried out. These are live visuals that we are playing out for you. Remember, this is a big loss for the political fraternity as Mulayam Singh Yadav passed away at the age of 82 after a prolonged illness. There you can see how his family and others from his party and a lot of people have assembled and gathered as his mortal remains are being carried out in the state of Uttar Pradesh. You can see Akhilesh Yadav, his son, on top of that trailer where Mulayam Singh Yadav's mortal remains are being carried out. Mulayam Singh Yadav, fondly known as Netaji, passed away at the age of 82. The last rites of Mulayam Singh Yadav will be taking place today. The Samajwadi Party patriarch died yesterday morning in Gurugram after a prolonged illness. This is something that we are playing out. This is taking place in the state of Uttar Pradesh as after he was in fact taken out of the hospital yesterday, and this is the final goodbye that we are bringing to our viewers. Remember, this is a big loss for the political fraternity because Mulayam Singh Yadav was one of those leaders who could cut across party lines and forge natural alliances with people, natural friendships with people. In fact, his association with Prime Minister Narendra Modi is also something that is much talked about. In fact, when he lost out on Uttar Pradesh, his association with Prime Minister Modi was something that was the talk of town, despite the fact that Yogi Adityanath was taking over as the chief minister of UP. That association never really that never really went away. That was something that was even Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke of yesterday as he condoled the death of Netaji. My colleague Pranshu, who has been tracking the politics in Uttar Pradesh ever since, will take us through more. Pranshu, the last rites are going to be held in Safai. That is the ancestral village of the Yadavs. Of course, this is a huge procession that we see of Mulayam Singh Yadav in his last journey.
Oh yes, Saifai Ka Lal, that is how Mulayam Singh has been often described. And Saifai Ka Lal will, of course, be, submerged into ashes or burned to ashes in the very soil of Safai. So, that is what Mulayam Singh has always wanted. I mean, I've spoken to the family members even in the past during the course when this treatment was going on, and they always said that Mulayam Singh rose out of the sand, the soil of Safai, and he always wanted that whenever he dies, he should be cremated. His cremation should take place in the very soil of Safai. Now, Safai, of course, we all know, it has also been the part of much political discussion, often political attacks. Many opponents said that how Safai, a nondescript village in Etawah in central Uttar Pradesh, how it was brought on almost on a national level, international level by Mulayam Singh's political, charisma, how world-class facilities were developed. And recall that period of 2012 to 2017 and before that 2003 to 2007 when Mulayam Singh was chief minister, how, all the cine stars have descended in Safai, how Safai Mahotsav has often been a bone of contention, how it was often a bone of controversy. But you talk to people in Etawah and Safai, they will say that leaders should be like Mulayam Singh, at least not forgetting their own soil. And therefore, Safai today has a medical college, it has a PGI, it has a world-class sports facility, it has, all sort of infrastructure. So clearly, Mulayam Singh did a lot for Safai, and that's the reason why today we see a sea of devotees, a sea of people, admirers of Netaji, young and old, people from many districts, thereby many from the political benches, both opposition benches, even UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath is going to be there. We are also being told that, Congress General Secretary in charge Priyanka Gandhi has already spoken to Akhilesh Yadav. She might also be reaching there. So, galaxy of leaders, and Dharti Putra, as he was often called, he has actually transcended those boundaries of just being a leader of his own party. He was Netaji, Netaji for all. You were reminding that, very interesting episode of what Netaji has whispered in the ears of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Only two people knew that secret. Mulayam Singh is no more. Prime Minister knows it, but probably that will never come to, out in open. But we as the journalists did see that something was spoken on that stage which left Prime Minister bursting out in laughter. So the sort of connect he had, that was very uncommon trait of a politician. We rarely see that sort of trait, in present generation of leaders. He had equally good relation with likes of Kashiram. We all know that in how 1991 it was Mulayam Singh who ensured Kashiram's win from Itawa and sent him to parliament. We all know that he was very good with on terms with leaders of the left parties. It may be present leaders like Prakash Karat or Yechuri or their mentor Harikishan Singh Surjit. But we also know that how Mulayam Singh was equally good at giving a charkha down, that is, a U-turn in politics. So he was with the left front right till the point in time in 2007-8, and then he dumped the left to give the Congress support on the much-needed, nuclear deal. He was with Mamata Banerjee in the hunt of the president in 2012, but he suddenly dumped Mamata Banerjee to endorse Congress's presidential candidate Pranab Mukherjee. So in moments he has also done the U-turns in politics, but that has never, strained Mulayam Singh's relationship with any of the political parties. It might be Mamata Banerjee, left, right, or center. And very unique thing, we talk about Mulayam Singh's comradeship with likes of Narendra Modi.
Yes.
But if you see in the practical terms of politics, the Mulayam Singh Samajwadi Party is the only party which has never done any electoral understanding with the Bharatiya Janata Party. It has emerged as a party which has been the biggest opponent to the BJP, and that's the reason why Muslims see Samajwadi Party as an undisputed choice when it comes to the electoral preferences. Mulayam Singh, we all know how became Maulana Mulayam after he stopped the car seva, by ordering firing on the car sevaks in October 1990. So Mulayam Singh, 50 years of political journey, which has diverse shades, sometimes controversial, but many times, episodes which truly tell you that he was probably the last batch of leaders, the leaders of the old tradition in politics, where no one was enemy, and the politics, defined all your calculations. But even then, there was no enemies when it came to the larger politics.
Absolutely. Pranshu, thank you so much for all those details. This is the last journey of one of the tallest leaders in Indian politics. We're talking about Mulayam Singh Yadav, who was fondly called Netaji. He, in fact, has been brought to his ancestral village in Safai, where he will be laid to rest. We're slipping into a very short break.